Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived and returned to the 100-line Last Defense Academy, where Takumi's feeling down in the dumps today, and he thinks Yugamu's at the door, but when he opened it, he saw...
Yeah!
Hey, Hiruko! Good, I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Rather, should you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing great will come out of your social media with me. I'm a little baby boy named Takumi.
Oh.
Aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else. Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. I'm a little baby boy. I went to hell and back after you left me in the lurch. No, you didn't. It was an afternoon. The invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. I was freaking fine though. They almost killed me. Oh, grow a pair, Takumi. It wasn't Hiroko's fault that I'd almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. It was nothing response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. She took out a box she had been holding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you see. The box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... Oh! Interesting. What? It was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? No. Wait. It's B. Did this one of the sponsors bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kurata was killed. Oh, I did. I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kurata was killed. Does it your one? As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiruko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we are right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the two weapons they wield. Two weapons? The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing. Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. Why are you texting me right now? Sorry. I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked with all our might, but didn't manage to even scratch that suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weakness in the very future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower? Something like that. So, are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that was truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed, but there were some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? Okay, look, my sweet little puppy was there, and I didn't want... She would get jealous, alright? You would have had to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely you understood the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. Oh, sorry. Guess I couldn't see past the big bush you were beating around. Nothing but dismissive of me so far. Wah. So we're clear this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. It sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement. So is she a time... I guess if we are to believe that day 4 is her point of return, then it's here or here, right, where she came back from. If it's not here, then we can assume everything after this is, but no, I'm pretty sure it was day 3, right? Like between the choice and this part. Maybe this will be the route where we see or maybe this will be air. I don't know. All right, I'm interested. You got me. But I've decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. Takumi Sumino, that I know, is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything. Okay. You're really beating this down. We get it. Now hold on a minute. I do not like where this is going, because that implies either she was already a time traveler here, which would really annoy me because the rest of this, I never got that inclination, although I guess maybe I just had never considered it. Or I did and I'm forgetting. But also, worst of all, that means when we get back down to these other routes, I may have to deal with that fucking parasite plot. I have many thoughts. Let's just keep going. Like, because when would you know Takumi from? I have to wonder. Or rather, a Takumi that did not kill Eito. If your point... Well, hold on. All right, I guess... It's not impossible that her origin timeline... Like, I've been assuming, and I hope to God we don't end up seeing it, I've been assuming she was coming from some timeline at the end of this branch. But what if there's either a third branch somewhere that leads to the whole everything where she comes from, or we actually do see the timeline she originates from and it's down on this side? God, I would hate that. But some things you don't need to I don't know. I have to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi that I know. This is why I've been assessing you from a slight distance, to see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. It was starting to make sense now, like why she wanted to come with me to second to last Defense Academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. But why? We can chat later, let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day, when the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kudana. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
We have to address this. My tears threaten to spill despite myself. But how do you know this? You think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else? Yeah, I said it. Now, are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say someone who had just bared so much of their heart to me. However, you know I want nothing more than to do just that, but I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him?
Oh.
He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that being. He may not want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Wait, what? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead? And you know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me, you expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100? Okay, that's not true. She was, first of all, dead for most of it. And second of all, you were warming up to her right before she got killed, which is why she got... whatever. I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. I have very mixed feelings on Hinako right now. If she was a time... First of all, goddamn, I'm gonna have to go back and read all of them if she was. But defeating the invincible sponsor of this game, it sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hideko of all people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played up into the heart and taking down the sponsor. Why would they care if you took down the sponsor? The issue is solved. Whatever, maybe we could become friends again. Ooh, I fell asleep clinging to this moment and it lighted up my heart. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, why is prompting this? Oh, God. I don't like that it's prompting that.
Ah.
The Alliance, sure, sign me up. Yugamu agreeing to join the anti-sponsor alliance so readily I almost felt disappointed. That's it? You're not gonna think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know. It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will be slowly slapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of the situation by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So, you can imagine how grateful I am to Hideko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. It's either Dadomi or what I've been saying. Hideko's current teammate, Dadomi. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing himself. I mean, but this isn't really a killing game. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game, you know what I mean? I'm sure Hideko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. Well, what does Dadomi think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game? She may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. My puppy would never disobey me. She's merely my in-game partner, that's all. I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Comprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? Probably to keep her in check, right? I'm sure she had her reasons that she won't reveal even if we press. Ah, yes, femme fatale, thy name is Hideko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from one another. You speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Dadomi on the back burner for now. So, what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from the outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is... I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamu's job since he's so good at dissection. Good. You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? The best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. Yeah, Eva is just kind of around, huh? So Eva then? Yeah, Hideko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard and said she'll leave the interrogation to me. I think she'll be cooperative. She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companion so easily. I know. Let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer, if I do say so myself. No, you stay far away from her. Love of my life, mother of my children, my beautiful wife. And wipe that jewel off your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava, and I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledged. I'll follow Hideko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there to earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi? Yeah! Yeah, ready when you are. Best couple, buddy. We took out our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. Are we gonna do this one or just skip it? I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I kept repeating to myself in my head. Detach yourself. It's just work. detach yourself. It's just work. No, that sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Ava about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. You mean bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bee, the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood, meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins? Absorbing cryptoglobin is prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I had heard during my previous 100 days. Chemoanima. Chemoanima or cryptoglobin, was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order. Which, I guess, proved that the sponsor of the game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kurata's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the host were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind? Okay, fair. It didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. If the sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor School Invader, did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking, where the fuck is my mask? Ava suddenly changed the subject. Remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for me? God damn it, Takumi! You know, my mask, you promised you'd return it to me. Right, she did ask me for her mask a while back. Your mask. The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our mask. We consider them as part of us. The mask was really important to her, and as much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. Oh, you asshole! I'm sorry, Ava. I'm going to have to go back on that promise. You'll have to bury your face for a little while longer. Why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling in her eyes. Exposing our plain faces is an embarrassing... What? Enjoy humiliating me so much. This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader. Oh. As commander, Ava was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. Hey! I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're stuck inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But look, you just have to accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. I'm not getting your mask back no matter... Okay, well, don't say that. Ava looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but this is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? Maskless life isn't that bad once in a while. See, no risk of heat damage to your face. Oh, she is pissed. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
Maybe it has other functions we don't know, and she has been playing us from the start. Huh? I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Ava, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again? Oh. Can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I could go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot! The enemy of all maidenkind! Downright pervert! I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Okay, look, my issue is not that she's... I don't know. Fighting back is the wrong word. It's just... Does she need to be written like all the other characters? Like, this is very typical of how everyone talks, you know? This is something like I'd expect Kyoshika or Kurata to say. And maybe we just don't know Ava that well. That could be. But I don't know. Ava had done a complete about face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch? Guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, I didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. What hard work? What are you talking about? Why don't you give it back already? The shock of not being able to get her mask made Ava burst putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by that fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations. What am I supposed to do now? I couldn't muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. True. No wonder everyone hates me. But he is doing it out of a misguided belief to protect her. Right? I want to believe that. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Ava in a notebook. And then, once night fell, the bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but the Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that the anti-sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of that sponsor? Yes, according to what Ava told me, I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. But how the bee could not have been a weapon of an invader, and that blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked Kurata's blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all from me. We're already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party. This is highly displeasing. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. It was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp. A horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. I mean, I think I've heard about something like this, so that is a real thing, I think. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. Like a blood-collecting device of sorts, it works more like a mosquito stinger. We all saw the bee use it to suck blood out of Kurata. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Kurata's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? It's likely that's what's happening. Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor is using the bees to consume cryptoglobin. Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Kurata's blood. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. That's all I got. Let's hear what Hideko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's been some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hideko previously said the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could trigger something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Only if every single one of us was wearing one. Where is this spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? Research's eyes are faster than one, right? Because I am the only one who can find that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. Don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the usually placid Hideko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that might end with you dying to mere minions, as usual, or going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Gamu's with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hideko you knew. Garumi and I can take out a commander or two all by ourselves. Garumi, huh? Gamu's expression darkened at that. Hideko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Darumi of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that your team doesn't sit right with her. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner, nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Gamu continued to question Hideko about her reason for teaming up with Darumi, but she kept quiet throughout. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. I suppose that the same is true for this exciting installment of 100-Line Last Defense Academy, for I am afraid, citizens, until we meet again, this is going to have to be farewell.